Check the shirt. It's sweet, isn't it?
Yeah. Another thing to hate on us for is our taste in shirts. What's up, haters? How y'all doing?
Ooh.
Hope y'all are doing well. We welcome you to our little slice of heaven. Who are we? We are the latest and greatest, and hopefully your favoriteest wrestling podcast. We are the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I am Kills at Wheels.
I'm Billion.
And tonight, whenever you're deciding to check us out, we're going to do what we always do. And we're going to give you our weekly recap of the wrestling world of WWE. And that is Monday Night Raw. But first, like we always do, we're going to start off with my man, Billiam. He's going to give us the rundown of Friday Night SmackDown. Get him. Bring the heat.
SmackDown this week emanated from Tempe, Arizona. I believe it was where the Sun
Dispatch.
Devils play. Like it was in the actual college at the arena. So, yeah, it was the crowd
Night
was
of
solid.
WrestleMania 26.
No, 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 no. That was where the Cardinals play
Ah, yes, correct.
was WrestleMania. This was little arena, college arena.
Mm.
So yeah, show kicks off with Cody Rhodes. He actually first runs into a visiting Jimmy Uso, who
Oh,
wanted to come and check up on his cousin Jacob. He
oh,
wanted to talk to Nick Aldis to try to see who did it, but we all have an idea of who we think it is.
the list is
Uh,
very.
yeah. So on Cody's way to the ring, before he kicks off the show, he talks to Jimmy and just says, "I don't know who did it." He's like, but they called his office that way because that's who he was looking for. And then Cody makes his way to the ring and then just starts to talk about Drew McIntyre, how just bad guy he is, and basically hyping up their match for Saturday night's main event this Saturday. When Drew comes from the crowd and takes his spots that he loves to go on top of the announce table. So then they go back and forth. Cody's in the ring. He's in the outs table. They try to, Cody's like, "You want to go now? Let's go now." Taking off his 14 articles of clothing
Why does
because
he
it takes him a while to
fight in the
undress.
church clothes, man? Come
Yeah.
on.
So it takes him a while to disrobe. So in the meantime, Drew gets off the table, walks over to the ring, and then Jimmy Uso comes out of nowhere and attacks Drew McIntyre from behind because obviously he thinks that he is responsible for Jacob Fatu's injury.
Yes.
So the officials come break it up, blah blah blah. And that's the end of that. So eventually that will get lead us to before as they're heading out,
Yep.
Cody Rhodes and Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa's music hits in the MFTs in the collective come down for the first match of the night, which is JC Mateo and Tama Tonga taking on the team of Ray Phoenix and Shinsuke Nakamura. So they kind of do the whole kind of hybrid thing of the segments kind of blending in together. And
Okay.
they cross paths on the way in, and that's gonna be our first match. So it's what you think it is. Um, those four guys are like as boring as JC Mateo looks, he's actually a lot of fun to watch in the ring
Correct. Correct. Yes.
because his suplexes are crazy. He does suplexes and throws that are just you haven't seen before. It's
I mean,
different.
the
So
whole thing where he like swings somebody one way and then brings them all the way around, and yeah,
yeah, because he's strong. Like he's a legit just walking muscle.
yeah.
That's just what he is. So
Like squat. He's just like squat. He's just
yeah.
yeah.
Hey, yes,
Right.
almost like Carmen. Yeah, come here, guys.
Right. Right.
So it's a great match. Long story short, Tama Tonga and JC Mateo get the win just based because they have the sheer numbers. It's
Yep.
basically 5-on-2 when you have all of the MFT down by ringside. So, as fun as Ray Phoenix and Shinsuke Nakamura are to watch,
Yeah.
especially now that Shinsuke is back to happy Shinsuke.
Yeah. His guy's great.
But I'll always watch Ray Phoenix. Hashtag bring back the cruiserweights.
He's awake.
He's another one to add to our list of cruiserweights.
Ah!
Absolutely. After that, we get another match. We get our lovely women's champion Tiffany Stratton takes on Kiana James. I'm actually starting to like Kiana James more and more the more that I see her
Okay.
on screen and in the ring. She's really solid. She sells really well. She knows how to make a superstar look great and kind of pick up the pieces where there might be little slips or anything. She's almost like Dolph Ziggler. Like Chelsea Green is the same way in the same caliber of like selling. They're really good at making other superstars look great.
JD McDonough right
Here's
now.
another one. Oh my gosh.
Favorite, one of my favorite sellers right now.
Another cruiserweight.
205.
But in a great back and forth match, our champion Tiffany Stratton gets the win after hitting her pretty moonsault
What time is
and
it?
pinning the 1, 2, 3. But after that, we get a returning Jade Cargill, who is sporting a lovely scar over her left eyebrow,
She
and
got
she just
busted.
goes, yeah, she goes full hammer on Tiffany Stratton and just wails on her.
Out
Jade
time.
Cargill has finally turned heel, which is how she ran in AEW, which I think somebody of her caliber should always be a heel. Because babyfaces, you're supposed to be able to relate to them, and how do you relate to Jade Cargill?
Well, and I mean, and I would say part of it is it's a Stone Cold or a Rock effect where I mean she might feel like a heel. Some people might feel like nah, she's just wants a title shot and it's just knocking Tiffany down and if you're not a fan of Tiffany, it's just if you're not like a super fan of Tiffany, it's just well. This is what the next person does to hey, I don't think I'm getting recognized, so I'm gonna kick down the door myself. So
Boom.
I think it's one of those things, heel is in the eye of the beholder in this case. But
Very true.
yes, it is a heel turn, for what we have come to know of Jay Cargo. Absolutely.
So, which we'll go over the card later on, but that's because of that. That will be a match at Saturday Night's main event for the championship. We'll
Excited for
discuss
that.
that later.
Excited for that.
After that, pretty much just touching the matches. Nothing really big happened backstage. After that, Sami Zayn was talking to the new U.S. champion, Ilya Dragunov, saying you should keep up this tradition of the U.S. Championship Open. Like you should keep doing it. Just that's the kind of title this should be. So he heeded Sami Zayn's advice and he said, "Let's do the Open Challenge." So his first opponent was Aleister Black with Zelina Vega. So it's the first time they have entered together. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
Do not.
Um, okay, so it's the first time they've entered together, and he actually did bring up the board where he raises up again. But Zelina Vega is in the foreground, and you just kind of see him in the background just kind of appear out of nowhere.
Love
It's
it.
dope. You should check that one out.
I will check it.
In between these two, if you haven't seen, if you don't remember him, again, he was gone for over a year. If you don't remember Ilya Dragunov, go watch this match.
I do not. I'll be very honest. I was having a conversation with the young OG Triple OG Arturo today, and I was just saying I only know the name from the video game.
Yeah.
I've not seen the dude wrestle.
Yeah. So they're basically putting the rocket on this guy's back, and he's gonna take off because he's very unorthodox, very hard hitting, and he's a lot of fun to watch. He's very like pumped up all the time, does a lot of yelling.
I'm trying to remember the homie dude who I don't want to spend too much time on it thinking, but I'm
No,
trying
it's
to
dope.
remember. He reminds me of the cruiserweight dude that was kind of had the same almost kind of build, was hyped up a whole lot, had a whole like he was called King of the Cruiserweights at one point. Had the long hair. He did the crazy like flipped. Oh, I can't remember his name. I'll look it up, bro. Do the thing. I'll look it
Okay.
up. Keep letting them know.
Anyway,
About that.
I think we're gonna start getting used to seeing a Russian guy being our United States champion because as great as Aleister Black is, Zelina Vega ended up getting thrown out ringside because she was getting a little too handsy. But in the end, um, Dragunov retains his US championship. Go ahead.
Neville.
Ah, yes, Neville.
That's who. Just looking at him when I was and just from what people have said about him, I'm like, has a Neville feel.
Oh yeah,
I
he's Pac, right? On AEW. That's who Pac is. Pac. I forgot how you pronounce it. PAC, but
do not know.
I believe he's in AEW, or at least he was. But
Okay.
I remember him. Yeah.
Anyway, go look
He's
up some
great.
clips of Neville, y'all. Neville was dope.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then go back and watch this match from last week because again, it was great. Very
Okay.
because I again, you need to remind yourself, you Akili need to remind yourself of Dragunov, and I know how much you like Aleister Black. So give that one a watch.
I will.
Which after everything, it will lead us to our main event of the evening.
Let's go, baby. Come on.
Woo! It's Drew McIntyre versus Jimmy Uso in a no disqualification match. So basically, after everything was said and done, there were actually a few times where Jimmy Uso came from behind and just beat up or tried to beat up Drew McIntyre, but Drew McIntyre's a tough guy. Takes a lot to do it. So
Yeah.
Drew was like, I don't even know why Jimmy's doing this. I didn't do it. If you thought I did it, like you wouldn't give me the match at main event. So Nick Aldis like, oh yeah, that's true, blah blah blah. So right. So he's like, but I need to have more than a match. It needs to be like a fight. So he's like, all right, I'll give you a match, no disqualification. So
Yeah.
that's the main event.
Well, there you go.
And they don't pull out, they pull out all the stops. I mean, Drew McIntyre is a tough Scottish warrior.
He's a big dude.
Jimmy Uso is angry. So when you get an angry Samoan, you're going to get a lot of hard-hitting, awkward kendo stick throws and chair shots. Because that's the one thing they never really mastered was how to manipulate a weapon because they themselves are weapons, I suppose. Um, but yeah, so it's a fantastic match. But in the end, sorry. Da, da, da. Drew McIntyre ends up defeating Jimmy Uso, riding the momentum into the week before Saturday night's main event.
Woo!
Um, and then Cody Rhodes comes out and tries to interrupts and try to get to the rescue of Jimmy Uso because he kept trying to go at him. And Cody Rhodes gets a Claymore for his actions as well. And then
Man, people think.
credits. So that
Hey,
was SmackDown.
SmackDown. Sounds like a good show.
It was actually a really good show. As was Monday Night Raw, from what
That's
I have seen, Mr. Kills. So how about you tell us about that one this week?
I certainly will, good sir.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday Night Raw
Pew, pew,
coming to you from
pew.
Anaheim.
The
From
Duck
Anaheim.
Pond.
There we go. The show starts with a Jey Uso promo after the little battle royal recap. As you know, he won, and he is the number one contender going into Saturday Night Main Event. He's going to fight CM Punk
Mm-hmm.
title.
That's gonna be a great
He comes
match.
out and says that, I got everybody in my ear, I got Roman in my ear, a bunch of people in my ear. CM Punk comes out. CM Punk runs it back on Jay, just Phil
That was
being,
great.
yeah, Phil being Phil,
And he's
runs it.
like, I'm just kidding. It's fine.
Uh, Says, unlike Jay, he feels like, you want to be champ. I need to be champ. CM Punk's kind of his same bag.
Mhm.
He's been, Punk asked Jay, how far are you willing to go to win your title? And you kind of it's I feel like CM Punk kind of gave Jay Uso in real life a promo test.
A little
This
bit.
was kind of thing where like very rarely does CM Punk let you get the last word on him, but I think he kind of set it up where he's like, what kind of like what are you gonna do? And like held it there. And it was Jay's moment to I gotta end this bitch. He
He
did
took it.
he
I
did pretty
think
well. He did pretty well.
I
He got
think this
seats
feud,
behind
these next
him.
couple.
You'll see who the best in the world is. 4 letters. Uh, uh, Throws the mic down and
Yeah.
So, he's ready. This is gonna
Yeah,
be
I
good.
think it was kind of like you said, like a bit of a promo class, and I think it's gonna actually, whenever you work with CM Punk, it's going to up your promo game because you're
Indeed.
going to see literally one of the best in the world, like live in person, along with us. It's like, oh, hold on, I have to actually listen and take notes and try to not top it, but just kind of try to stay with it a little bit.
And find a moment where you can rebuttal, or find a moment where you can throw something in that is it becomes that tennis, that verbal tennis all of a sudden. Like you
Because
play.
he's good enough where he'll give you that, where you can
Absolutely.
give you something to bounce off of, and a lot of times people succeed. Some don't. I
Which
think Jey
also,
Uso succeeded.
yeah, which also just I think speaks to Phil Brooks' growth as a wrestler and
Hmm.
a person. Because yeah, there was a time
No.
his goal was to obliterate you in the ring and on the mic.
Hmm.
That was his goal. So yeah, man. Judgment Day promo. Dom comes out and asks the folks for help, but nobody wants to help Dom. It's just like, bruh, you didn't help, so you're on your own. And Dom goes away to make a call. I wonder who he's gonna call.
Mm.
Hmm. Who would he call?
Woo,
Who?
woo.
Which brings us to our first match. It is Rusev and Penta for the number one contender match. Whoever wins is going to fight Dom at Saturday night's main event. This was set up by Adam Pierce. One of the reasons Dom came to the Judgment Day, he's like, "Oh, you see Pierce is doing? Oh God, oh." It is a pay-per-view type match, or PLE for the new kids, but it is a pay-per-view type feel of a match. It
Oh
is
yeah.
really good. And it gets ruined. Uno and Dos, as I call them. They have names, but I'm going to keep calling them Uno and Dos. They come out with El Grande Americano. They beat both people up. Bell rings, disqualification. Rusev and Penta tried to attack El Grande, but it doesn't happen. So that match is a uh,
So I'm assuming that's who Dom called.
whoo no.
Who? Who?
um, LA Knight gets interviewed by Jackie, and it's LA Knight
Yeah.
just LA Knight. I don't know how to quit. I'm not gonna be the next champ, and everybody's saying LA Knight. Ah.
Yeah.
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 We see the Vision backstage with Paul Heyman. Basically, Braun Breaker just needs to understand the plan. Braun Breaker's was under Seth Rollins, where it's mostly probably Seth and Paul Heyman talking in rooms, and so now Braun is kind of the
The guy.
first one to break. He's the kind of the leader, the
Hmm.
front runner right now. And so he just, Paul Heyman's telling him to hold off, and he wants to know the plan. And Paul's like, "Look, I got you a match with LA Knight. Okay, that's how we start. This is how we create the path to you becoming the champion.
Hmm.
In a sense, trust the process. One of my favorite sayings: trust the process."
Trust it.
Congratulations to Asuka. They do a little look back. She celebrates 10 years in the WWE.
Crazy.
Some awesome stats. 914-day winning streak. She's won the Royal Rumble. She's won Money in the Bank. Uh, she's won Money in the Bank. She's a four-time tag team champion. She's a five-time women champion. Pretty much done it all.
Yeah. She won the Money in the Bank when it was the COVID era, when they ran
Yes.
through the headquarters and it was on the roof. I think she won the first elimination chamber, the women's elimination chamber. She won the first women's Royal Rumble, if I remember
Mhm.
correctly. The only thing which is kind of disappointing about her career, which is not her fault at all, when she won the Rumble, she faced Charlotte at WrestleMania, and that was her first loss, and they made her tap out, which I was like, ugh.
But
But
it was Charlotte's time in that moment. That was,
correct.
yeah. Yep.
But
Sometimes,
other than that, Asuka had her time to shine. So,
hey,
yeah,
Billiam.
kudos to Decade
Yeah.
here. I mean, counting all the stuff in Japan. So, but more
Yes.
Asuka.
Yes. Oscar, one of my favorites. And I was gonna say, hey, Billiam, as a lifelong Oakland A's fan, you know all about being on the wrong side of history.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anyway, Finn and JD go to Pierce about their tag team rematch, and Pierce says, "Well, hey, listen, man, I need one of you guys to fight Sheamus. JD's the winner, so he's gonna fight Sheamus."
Oh, such a good match.
Yeah. That leads to the next match. It is Nikki Bella versus Roxanne Perez with Raquel Rodriguez. Man, Nikki Bella looking good. Looking good in the return, man.
Yeah.
Still not just a big fan of her in general, but I will say she made Roxanne Perez look great, and Roxanne Perez does look great. Roxanne Perez is the straight up winner. There was a couple of heel tactics done by Raquel, but nothing that really hindered Nikki. I mean, it looked like, in all intents and purposes, a straight up win for Roxanne Perez.
Yeah.
Just
with
Got
that
it.
pop
That was
rocks that
great.
came out of nowhere at the
Yeah.
end. That was really good.
Telling you, Roxanne Perez, as soon as Liv comes back, I don't know if I doubt Liv stays in Judgment Day. They're probably gonna give her solo run, but
Like Rhea. Yeah.
Roxanne should be running Judgment Day after that then. Because goddamn.
That's gonna be a great feud.
Yeah. Judgment Day threatened Nikki. Stephanie Vaquer comes out to help Nikki, like Nikki came out and helped Stephanie.
Hmm.
Steph stares down Raquel, and then the stare downs all around. I said out loud then, I was like, there might be a tag team match in the future. And I believe that they set that up for next week. I believe that's
I
happening.
think so.
So there you go. I found it very interesting. We had a promo from Bailey on X, or formerly Twitter, which kind of thinking out loud, I was like, man, what a interesting tool to now use to cut promos.
Hmm.
Just go ahead and just straight up put it on the Twitter, on the X. I don't know if that's I feel like I'm an old guy right now, so I don't know if that's been happening or what, but I was like,
Oh, I
oh,
don't
look at
know.
that.
Not
Another
that I remember.
platform to just straight up cut promos, like, oh, we're gonna show it, it's on X. I'm like, wow, that's okay.
Pretty good. That's good.
Jimmy pulls up on Jay, and you'd be up there talking about, oh, I'm in your ear, huh? Well, all of a sudden, my opinion doesn't matter, huh? Oh, all that going on. There's just sibling squabble, sibling squabble. Let's just get to the next match, which is Braun Breaker versus L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Wade Barrett referred to this as like a shop. He called it a shop window match, like a window shop match, where basically if you're walking by, you have to stop and look because it's amazing. I thought that was really
That's
cool.
that's a good analogy. I
Yeah, yeah,
I love
yeah,
Wade Barrett.
yeah. I thought that was really
He's
neat.
great.
The winner is Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker, man, does a spear after a kip up, all the stuff. Braun Breaker's dope.
Oh, I can't wait for
I'm
him to
so
actually
glad
have
he's
that belt.
now on that his little solo kick. Well, he's still with Bronson. Somebody should probably make them tag champs at some point, but
I'm even okay with even though Braun Breaker barks, I'm okay with Bronson Reed being like the dog, like the muscle. Even though Braun Breaker doesn't need the muscle, like
yeah,
Bronson Reed's a good guy just to have in the corner. So
yeah,
just even have him on your side is I'm okay with, but
yeah.
give
And
Braun
it's
the title
the guy
sometime.
who can. It's the guy who. It's a Fezzik to an Inigo Montoya. Like he doesn't. Inigo Montoya doesn't need Fezzik, but
No,
it's fucking Fezzik. Like, yeah, why wouldn't you take that guy if
absolutely.
he's gonna sit there and be like, in order to get to him, you got to get through me. Like,
Okay.
yeah, right. Like, does anybody want a peanut? Um, Pierce is looking for Dom. Lets him know, hey, guess what, man? Saturday Night Main Event, because of the disqualification that I think that you might have caused with your little phone call. It's now a triple threat match. It is
Yes.
Penta versus Rusev versus Two Belts Dirty Dom at Saturday Night Main Event for the
Oh.
Intercontinental Championship. Oh man, oh man, how is the Latino cheat gonna get out of this one, man? Then
Oof.
we then we go to a nice little segment where the Usos reconcile. It's like, hey, sorry, I love you.
It's all good, brother. I love you too.
Uh,
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Usos.
Brotherly love, siblings. We're brothers. This brings us to our next match. It's JD McDonough versus Sheamus.
Oh my God.
Guess what, y'all? So every once in a while, you see, you see names on a card, and you go like, okay, it's this person versus this person. Clearly, one person's in there to just kind of, he's gonna do some moves and do some things, but he's not gonna win this match. Guess what, y'all? There was a time where you might have seen JD McDonough and Sheamus on a card and go like, easy pickings for Sheamus. This is a filler match. But guess what? We see a Spanish Fly. We see JD McDonough
Oh,
shine. Guess who gets the win over Sheamus? And it's a straight up win.
yeah.
Like, there's always some kind of tactics and always kind of this and that. But no, let me tell you, folks, JD McDonough got Sheamus. It was great.
It was a wonderful loss
Fantastic. It was fantastic.
from our hashtag cruiserweight. Bring back cruiserweights.
205. Yeah, man. Then we had a Becky Lynch and Maxine Dupree recap. For those that have missed it, Maxine Dupree has two wins up on the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Technically, one by countout, another by disqualification, but there's still
Mhm.
two W's in the record books. And so Maxine is telling Adam Pierce that she's going to call a friend for some advice on how to handle Becky Lynch. And Pierce says, call me when you're ready to, you know, do the damn thing. The title shot is yours. You get it when you want it.
Who's her
But
friend?
we don't know.
My first guess is Natalia, just because she's training at the dungeon with Natty and TJ. But other than that, who knows? It could be anybody. Maybe Chad Gable's coming back. I don't know.
Who knows? That would be crazy if she called Jack Gable.
Right?
That would be pretty funny. Then we have a Charlotte and Alexa Bliss interview saying that, they're going to take on the challenge. Bailey called them out, and Bailey was like, "Hey, me and my tag team partner Lyra, we can take you guys on.
Woo!
Wow, yeah!" And
Woo!
they take on oncomers. Um, they have been 85 day as of that night, 85 days as champs. Charlotte, and Bliss.
And they've defended a lot. So kudos to both of them because they've had a great run so far.
Yes. And then next week, I believe we're getting the rematch with Styles and Lee versus Judgment Day.
Hmm.
So that leads us to our main event of the evening. It is dun, 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 woo, dun, 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 woo, dun, dun, dun,
People are
woo.
catching on.
It
Telling you,
is
man.
Lyra Valkyria and the hugger slash role model slash whatever's going on in her head this week. Bailey versus the Queen, the top tier nepotism. It is Charlotte Flair. All jokes aside, it is the Queen Charlotte Flair with Miss Sexy Bliss. It is Alexa Bliss herself, and I mean, it's Lyra Valkyria and Bailey with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, y'all. Bailey and Charlotte Flair go way, way back. Alexa Bliss goes back enough to be in this mix, and Lyra Valkyria is the newcomer in a ring with some hitters.
She's so strong.
The one thing that I will say about Lyra is that while she's still not my cup of tea, she's starting to. You're right. She is starting to gain some steam, some heat, and she's gaining a lot of experience because they're putting her in the ring I mean,
Yeah, like
starting off her whole kind of big run. I mean, they put the women's intercontinental title on her first, and then to just constantly go in there off bat with Becky Lynch
yeah, I was
to
like, look who
you know,
she's been running with the last 6 to 8 months.
now you're in a match with Bailey as your tag partner, and you're standing across from Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, and you get to trade some go back and forth. That's really good. She's gaining a lot of experience, so she's going to just keep learning, keep getting better. I think once she's done with this worrying about Bailey so much and going after hers, I
Hmm.
think we'll start to see her stronger mic skills.
And then add this, I honestly wasn't aware this was the main event until the credits at the end. I'm like, oh, this was the main event. But I mean, it was like all of these matches were uh like pay-per-view quality. Like they were
It was a really
so
good run.
good.
It was a
So
really good
and then
run.
add main event of Monday Night Raw to Lyra's list too, because that's another thing she can cross off. So
Absolutely. The
I'm a fan.
the
So
push is
don't sell
real.
me.
Yeah, the
Fly with the
push is
birds,
real.
baby.
Yeah, the push is real, and yeah, I'm interested to see what her next step is after this whole her and Bailey thing. Um, and the winners are Charlotte and Alexa because you don't bring your champions over from another thing and have them lose.
But
Just
there were a lot of false finishes.
there were some points there weren't
There
they
was
got
one
they
where
did get very close once, like where it was for a split second. I almost thought like they're gonna have them lose on Raw, like that would
it
be
was
crazy.
when Alexa hit Sister Abigail and then she kicked out of that. I was like, okay, they might actually give them the belts, Lyra Valkyria, but they in the end they didn't.
So
But like I
shout
said,
out to our
No, I was saying it was such a good match.
Yeah, shout out to our boy, Goat John Triggs. He noticed the same thing that I did, where Alexa Bliss is doing this really great thing right now, where she's coming out, she's smiling. She gets intense when she needs to, but when she goes into Sister Abigail, it's a complete you see what was there when she was teaming with the Fiend.
Yeah,
It's there in that
he
moment.
channels it.
She's really, and it's the only kind of time when she's that dead stare
Focus. Yeah,
into the camera. Like it's really good.
yeah. Besides the whole goth look still, and then her carrying
Right.
around the doll, but yeah, that's the only the when she hits that finisher, she like transforms back to that time. It's just
Yeah.
gone too soon. But hey,
Yeah. And it's I know
that was
it's
a
such.
hell of a Sister Abigail DDT, by the way. My God.
And like yeah, it was ready to go.
Yeah,
Alexa Bliss came back on fire. She's really fun. She's
let's see
really
great
fun.
runs for both of them.
But as great as they are, there's a couple of certain young ladies that are trying to put the entire women's tag team division on notice. So you thought it would be credits with Charlotte, Flair, and Alexa Bliss, hashtag and still, but nay, 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 nay. Uh,
Nene.
Asuka and letting everybody know it is Kabuki Warriors time because they come out and they mollywop everybody and
Oof.
kind of walk away going like, this is who you have to deal with now.
Yep.
So
We're back.
Kabuki Warriors are here, everybody. Kabuki Warriors are here. Guess what? That's the thing. That's it.
Boom. Done.
Recap. Guess what? Since we have just a little bit of time, let's quickly give y'all the rundown of the card for a Saturday Night Main Event. Just
Do
real
it.
quick, just run it down, just real quick, and you can let me know if I missed one. Um, I did hear that usually they might add one or two more with another SmackDown coming, but I guess they said since the time was
Yeah,
uh,
it's only a 2 hour show. So
so I think this is going to be it. It is the triple threat match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. It is Penta versus Rusev versus two belts, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
that's gonna be great.
Yeah, we have the
Ooh.
WWE Women's Championship match. It is Jade Cargill against champion Tiffany Stratton. Tiffy time. We'll see if Tiffy time keeps ticking. We
Love it.
have the World Heavyweight Championship match. It is main eventing, wait, well, not main eventing because I'm pretty sure the championship would be the main event, but still not. But he's that Saturday night main event. It is Jey Uso versus CM Punk, self-proclaimed best in the world. Will CM Punk win the World Heavyweight Championship, or will Seth Rollins just limp out of nowhere and keep him from
No,
winning?
I don't think that's gonna happen again.
And what's most likely the main event for the WWE Championship? It is the what Vince McMahon once said was the future of this
The
company. It is
chosen one.
McIntyre going for a WWE Championship in front of people this time,
Yeah,
facing against Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare himself. So that is your Saturday Night Main Event
that's a
card.
stacked card.
That's a stat card. Every match is for a championship, something we awfully, awfully like. Uh,
Truly
speaking
Night of Champions.
speaking of awfully, awfully like, hey, Billiam, tell them how they can awfully, awfully like us and help us out.
Woo, baby. Excellent. I will gladly do that. First of all, go ahead. Look at that freeze frame. Perfect. Credits. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Go ahead and comment down below. Who do you think is going to win at Saturday night's main event? Like we said, every match for a championship. It can go any way with a championship. They love throwing curveballs at us. So let us know. Also, you can find us on Instagram. Sorry, Section 8 Wrestling Pod is our handle. Go ahead and hit us up there. And you can also listen to us on Spotify and Apple Music.
Wow! Wonderful. Hey, that's about it. We're up against it, y'all. But that was the recap. That was the preview for the match card. Billiam and I will be watching Saturday night main event together. So
Mhm.
excited. And so our recap is gonna be excellent and great. But hey, I have things to do, he has things to do, y'all have things to do. So we're not gonna keep any longer. We thank you so much for stopping by and helping us be your distraction for whatever's ailing you out there. We love y'all for the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I am Kills at Wills.
I'm Billy.
Hey, we're gonna see y'all on the next one.
Bye.